to McBride. 2 seconds, one, a long shot, score! Right at the horn.
One more pass inside, score! J.J. McBride has the hat trick for Del Barton.
My man JJ is on fire, and so are his Del Barton teammates. They have now won 6 in a row after starting the year at 2-2, and they're playing incredible lacrosse right now. They are making people, to steal a Greg Toll football term from Don Bosco, they are making people say ouch. And they're doing it from both ends, on the defensive side and on the offensive side. They are playing super lacrosse. Mike, you never wrote them off, but I did, because I was so upset standing in the rain at that Summit game earlier this year that they lost. They never took any shots. They are back in a big way.
They really are back in a big way, and the big thing is the way they're playing offense. I think that's what's really got them clicking right now. Early on, they were very conservative. You talked to...
We lost Mike there for just a second. What he was going to say, I think... Oh, we have him back. I think we have Big Mike back. Go ahead, bud. Oh, we froze him again? We lost him again? All right. All right, Mike, here we go. Come on back. What were you saying before we lost you about their offense, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now you got guys scoring 4 or 5 goals a game. You got Jordan Dowiak hitting for 5. You got J.J. McBride scoring 7, 8 points. Now you got guys who the defense really has to worry about. Who these guys weren't necessarily the top guys. Crowley had 5. Dowiak had 5 against Mountain Lakes. Now you got a lot of guys who the defense really has to be careful about. Changes the slide packages that defenses approach them with. So now all of a sudden, man, they are really clicking on all cylinders offensively.
All right, we'll give you a little more Del Barton. The big week they had, the victory over Chatham, followed that up with a great victory over Fairfield Prep. But this was Saturday was a signature day for 2 programs. One was Somerville legit in that undefeated record they took into the Ridgewood game, and was Ridgewood the team that we saw lose 4-3 to Glen Ridge. And I think a couple of things were answered, that everybody in Group 3, you're going to be chasing Ridgewood the rest of the year. Is that fair to say, Mike?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. Absolutely, they are getting now to the point where they were the last couple of years when they won Group 3. They become the class of that group. One thing Ridgewood always does is they get better as the year goes on. You know, Mike Pounds is a fantastic coach, and they've got a great infrastructure up in Ridgewood as far as that program goes. And yeah, right now, the way they played against Somerville is the way they'll beat a lot of teams with excellent defense, decent face-off work against an excellent face-off guy, and great balance scoring-wise. Their balance offensively really impressed me. You know, a bunch of guys who can score 2 goals a game, 4 or 5 of them, and they were very impressive.
And the big O, Oliver Sapel, is on fire right now at the X.
He did an excellent job, you know, and he's going against Matt Axman, who's one of the best face-off guys in the state, bar none. And, you know, Oliver, what he did was he occupied him. He didn't beat him. Axman won 8 of 13, but he occupied him. He gave the wings enough time to get in, get involved. No fast breaks for Somerville, and that's what really hurt them, and that's what they do so well. They break so well off that face-off. They couldn't do it once against Ridgewood.
And he made it very difficult the game before in the loss to New Canaan, which we'll get to in just a second. All right, sit tight, partner. Coach Eaton has done a wonderful job at Somerville. When he came in 5 years ago, 7-10 the first year, 14-4, 18-2, 18-3 last year. With his 3 losses, 1 to Chatham, 2 to the Tournament of Champions winner, Ridge High School. They had never played the legendary Maroons of Ridgewood until this weekend. They had Ridgewood's attention because earlier this year, they beat Ridge, the team that was the big boy champ from a year ago. All right, here we go. Bergen County, Ridgewood at home. A beautiful place to play lacrosse. Matt Laparo, he gets it tied at 1. And then Matty Shippey downstairs, and they would take the lead for good. Check out Alex Linton. Going to stay on the lower floors here. Bounce shot. Maroons were rolling in the second quarter. Later in the quarter, they're up 3 goals. Look at the teamwork here. Owen Smith to Shippey to Andrew Sider. That is great teamwork. That's a goal. 5-1 at the half. Third quarter, they're up 6 now on the doorstep. Sider to Owen Smith and Ridgewood. Not that they had gone anywhere, but they are very much in the conversation now in the state of New Jersey lacrosse. We didn't show you Jack Cardew. He was great in the pipes, as he has been all year for Coach Pounds. They have played good defense all year, and Big Jack talking about it after the game.
It's like when the team comes out fired up, I come out fired up. When I come out fired up, the team comes fired up, and we do everything together. So it wasn't an individual effort. I had a few saves, but we had more goals than them.
I mean, it's a great atmosphere here, as we said to the guys before the game. We play this game to honor the people that wore this jersey, before us, and the guys who are going to wear it after us. And I got to give a lot of credit today to our defense. What a rock solid group of guys today. I mean, they won to hold Somerville to 1 goal. All the credit to them. Offense moving the ball great. It really was a complete effort. A lot of energy, and it was a really great feeling to win this one.
Well, Glen Ridge was kind of we kind of had a little bit of a soul-searching moment after that one. That was a tough loss here at home. I think our kids after that game really kind of buckled down and realized that we got to start being accountable to get things done in all aspects of the game. And that was our wake-up call, kind of probably like it is today for Somerville. Sometimes your kids just don't play at the level that they're accustomed to playing at, and now they got to step it up, and just like we were able to do that as well.
Good man, great coach, Mike Pounds. So because of what his team did with the 9-goal victory, Somerville ain't one of these. They're not perfect. There's only 6 remaining. Going on and on about Bergen Catholic. Mike, you are actually heading out to that Lacrosse Power Hopewell Valley later today. They're 11-0. What do we need to know about these guys?
Hopewell Valley is a program that's on the rise. They won the Mercer County tournament 2 years ago with a really good group of seniors who left. Last year they had a decent year, not a great year, but they were rebuilding. And now they're playing Allentown, which is also a budding program down there, obviously in Ocean County, but played more of a Mercer schedule. They're young, but they have a pretty deep midfield that is doing some scoring, and they're well coached. So I don't know. They have a tough week ahead. They have Allentown, they got Princeton during the week, and then they have Hun on the weekend. So of these 3 games, I don't see them finishing the week undefeated, but the Bulldogs are pretty tough this year.
Okay. Well, how long is that ride, buddy?
Well, I'm going into Allentown, so that'll take me a little over an hour.
Okay. Maybe you'll see Billy Joel. All right, bud, sit tight. Here we go. Let's take you back. Coach Pounds had to be very happy because they played New Canaan on Thursday, one of our top 10 rated teams. They went to New Canaan. They had a lead at the half, and then it got away from them. So here we go. Up to New Canaan. First quarter tied at 1. Not anymore. Not after New Canaan sophomore. Kyle Smith loads up from the right side, 2-1 Rams. Second quarter, Matt Donovan for the Maroons. Oh, worm burner. We're all even now at 2. Now we're even at 3. Laparo going to put Ridgewood up. This is late in the half. Gets those hands free. Just rolls it into the goal. Little submarine shot. And then in the fourth, and then in the third, New Canaan, they get their mojo back. Michael Kraus gets those hands free, cuts Ridgewood's lead to 5-4. Harry Stanton from long range, bullseye. Justin Meichner, what a year he's had for the Rams of New Canaan. First the catch, the regroup, and the bullet to the upper floor. It's a penthouse goal right there. And then Stanton wasn't done. Oh yeah. Now you see it, now you don't, as they go on to come back, score the last 4 goals of the game, and win it 7-5. All right. Del Barton, Chatham. Chatham handed Summit their only loss of the year this year. One of Del Barton's losses this year early on against Summit. Pivotal game? Not really. Not when you're playing the way Del Barton is playing right now. They're winning on both sides of the ball with offense and defense, but this is a highlight-oriented show, so we're going to give you offense. Will Barnett, his goal tied it at 1 for Chatham. After that, enter Jack Crowley. Little deke and dump on the doorstep. That was his second of the day. Del Barton, they were up for good at that point. Crowley, just getting rolling. He wanted more. He'd get it there and then some. Look at Jordan Dowiak. Cornell bounder, behind the back, beats the halftime buzzer. It's 6-1, and the Green Wave was hitting the beach in a big way. Crowley, from my man J.J. McBride, loads up, sends it home. 8-3. Final quarter, Crowls is prowling. Loads up, sends it home. Del Barton, very, very impressive. Mike, it's pretty simple now. If they hit double digits, you ain't beating Del Barton.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They're scary now with that offense because defensively they were doing a good job. Otterman and Slotowitz and Pete Welsh, they were doing a fantastic job and holding their own defensively. It was the question of how that offense would come around. You know, it's funny. I've heard some grief the last couple of weeks from some people because 2 weeks ago when you asked me whether Immaculata or Del Barton would go farther, and I said Immaculata, I still stand by that because some people don't understand that Immaculata plays in non-public B and Del Barton plays in non-public A. I still say right now Bergen Catholic's the best team in the state. They're also A. So just to clarify what some people think, I didn't necessarily say that Immaculata was better than Del Barton right now. I said that I believe Bergen Catholic will win A. But yeah, Del Barton, who could wait right now for a Bergen Catholic Del Barton non-public A game, right?
Somebody get Mike Kinney security. Okay, here we go. So they have the win against Chatham. Here comes Big Bad Fairfield Prep. Del Barton has owned them since 2010. That was the last time Prep won. Early on, Prep had a lead, but that would go away. My man Connor Mackey, who scored that goal against Mountain Lakes, and if he didn't score it last week, I would have been 8-0. Buddy, I like you again. You're my man. Austin Sims, Princeton-bound Jesuit. There you go. Prep up 3-2. Now it's tied at 3. J.J. McBride to Will McCarthy. Right down the lane, they would have the lead for good. Here's Dowiak. Oh, beautiful dodge. Not going to stop that. My man O'Connor, no chance. He's good, but you can't stop that one. Then J.J. McBride, who was flat out spectacular in this game. 3 goals, 4 assists. Number 14, having an absolute blast. Afterwards, Del Barton knows things are pretty good, aren't they, J.J.?
See, it comes in practice. We practice hard every day and kind of translates out on the field, and today our offense is really clicking.
You guys trailed 3-2, and then something clicked. What was it?
Yeah, we knew we were getting our opportunities early in the game, and we just had to keep, sticking to the fundamentals and Del Barton Lacrosse, and that's what we did, and came out on top today.
One of my all-time favorite families, the McBrides from Del Barton. Okay, what's going on with Ridge and Bridgewater? Trying to figure it out right now, but you know this, Brian Colin, he's back, the sophomore who missed the first 2.5 months of the season because of a broken foot, or he's been out since he broke his foot 2.5 months. It ain't broken anymore. All he did was break the hearts of Ridge. How about this? Second quarter, almost time running out in the half. That makes it 1-0. What is this, a baseball game? And then Colin again from behind the cage. That dude's like bionic. He's like Steve Austin. They put some bionics in this guy. And then JT Palladino. This Ridge team started the year scoring a ton of goals. The Harvard Bounders goal, the only one they'd get in the game. Colin rolling. Look at the teamwork here on the doorstep. Oh yeah. Bones hat trick. And then Luke Conan right here turns it back. So that's a very, very good win for Bridgewater Raritan, because right now it's kind of a Bridgewater divided. You know, Ridge, you kind of thought this year the defending champs take it and run. Now Bridgewater Raritan, maybe there. They end the 3-game skid. Mike, we're looking at the graphic Stack just put together. Right now, we have 30 seconds left in the show. What team is in better shape, Mike Kinney? Ridge or Bridgewater Raritan?
About it with the return of Colin, he helps that offense so much more now. Now he's really going to help Griffin Fiegel and Richie Lenskold and Brett Goldstein. Those guys have pressure off them. They're going to be a much better offensive team.
Well, Bud, I know it's kind of a quiet week in New Jersey. We are bringing another team into the top 20 from the Garden State this week. Enjoy your trip to Hopewell Valley. Be careful, partner, at these Del Barton games. These people can be very, very difficult. See you, my friend.
All right, Mike, thank you.